I'm Steve Mark. Coming up tonight at 9, you'll never believe who has a busted lip tonight. What happened that made President Obama get 12 stitches? Well, the party here was over really before it started. Doctors say there's a 1 in 80 chance of giving birth to twins. So imagine the odds of not only having identical twins, but having identical twin astronauts. The wheels of justice sometimes turn slowly. Testimony that led to Graves' conviction was taken back in 1998. Not until 2006 did the Court of Appeals overturn the sentence. This morning, Anthony Graves woke up for the first time out of jail, starting a new life.
It's still not real to me. 18 years I woke up to some steel doors, sleeping on a steel bunk with a plastic mattress. You know, going through hell, my own personal hell for 18 years. And one day, I walk out.
Graves professed his innocence from the start. In 1998, Robert Earl Carter, convicted for his part in the 1992 killings of 6 people in Somerville, said Graves wasn't guilty. In 2006, the Court of Appeals overturned the conviction. And now, after 18 years of being in jail and death row, Graves is free.
They had took so much from me, but I refused to give them hope and belief in myself.
Graves' first call to his mother in Brenham.
Can you believe he's out?
Now I can. He's here. He's here. But I knew that day was coming. That day was going to come, but it was going to take time. But it came. I knew it was going to come because he was innocent.
It was in Brenham this morning that Special Prosecutor Kelly Siegler said the original prosecution case shouldn't have been enough to send Graves to jail.
It's a prosecutor's responsibility to make sure that they never fabricate evidence or manipulate witnesses or take advantage of victims. And unfortunately, what happened in this case is all of those things.
Leading to a furious lashing of the original prosecution team from Graves' defense attorneys of the last 3 years.
Talk about being bitter and angry. I'm very angry because they could have done the investigation a year ago. They could have done it in 2006 and 1994 and 1992, but nobody did any investigation in any of those times.
Graves' best defense originated from University of St. Thomas professor Nicole Cazares, who led a team of students in conjunction with the Innocence Project in uncovering evidence in the case.
It's awe-inspiring. I guess it goes to show that miracles can happen, and I sometimes was afraid I would not ever see this day. On the other hand, I felt that anyone who really looked at the case would come to the same conclusion that we did.
Leading to an emotional and long-awaited reunion.
I cried for the wrong that was done to me, but I also cried because I'm finally receiving justice.
Graves isn't sure if he'll file a lawsuit. He does want to work with other people who have found themselves wrongly accused. I'm Steve Mark, 39 News.
After being abandoned, the newborn is in critical condition tonight. 39 Steve Mark has been tracking down the facts on this story all day. He joins us now live from the neighborhood where the baby was found. Steve?
The baby was left on this doorstep of this home in Dickinson. It was only a few hours old when that occurred. The baby is clinging for his life, and authorities are looking for the mother.
My dad opened the door and the baby was like right here.
At 9 o'clock this morning, on the front porch of the Renovato household, is an unbelievable discovery.
He was telling me there's a baby on the doorstep. He opened the door, he showed me, and it was covered up like, how can I put this, like in a diaper bag. Kind of like a diaper bag, like his head was out and he was covered up with like a thin clothing. Like it would look like he was pretty cold, like it was newborn, like a couple of hours just being born.
What went through your mind when you saw this little baby on your front doorstep?
I was just thinking, who would do that to their own son or baby? That's just not right. It's just like no good parenting right there.
The baby, believed to have been born late last night or this morning, taken to Humana Hospital in Webster, where the blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy is in critical condition and for the moment under the care of Children's Protective Services. The Galveston County Sheriff's Office is trying to locate the mother, but where to look and how to piece together a potentially tragic series of events.
there are some indications that his birth was pretty difficult. So we have some concerns about the welfare of the mother. We want to make sure she's okay. First focus is, let's put mother and child back together. Let's put child and family back together.
Neighbors shocked to hear about the abandoned baby only a few houses away.
A baby? Like, how old is the baby?
A couple hours old.
Oh my God.
Mostly people that work, family people out here. We all go to work and we mingle and talk to each other in the yard and stuff. And for something like this to happen, that's scary.
Can your neighbors believe this?
Nah, I think they went door by door and they didn't see nothing, and they can't believe that this is really happening. Like, they will leave a baby on the doorstep.
Yeah. And no idea why it was that doorstep. When the whereabouts of the mother are finally known, if that happens, there are legal ramifications. Leaving a baby on a doorstep is a felony. Earlier, we talked about the holiday shopping season. This morning in Angleton, holiday gift giving was the theme. It was for servicemen and servicewomen overseas. Far from malls, over 50 volunteers on an assembly line of a very well-oiled machine, packing boxes for shipment to military members overseas. The group is Military Moms and Wives of Brazoria County. They've been doing this all year for 8 years. Black Friday just happens to be one of the more high-volume days.
There's so many out there that have no one, and this is where we come in, you know. And I stress to people all the time, with the holidays, not only is it hard for us families that are left behind and our loved ones that are out there, but it's hard on them. So why not share your holiday with an American hero? They're going to go right there. Nobody gets paid here. We're all volunteers. Our paycheck is the letters, the emails that we get from the American heroes.
By December 16th, between 2,000 and 3,000 boxes will be shipped out. Stuff like peanut butter, fish sticks, Fritos, ramen, granola bars, and especially in season now, chili. Darren Graves used to get some of these care packages during his 4 years in the Marines. Now he's back from his 4th deployment, studying to become a mechanical engineer at the University of Houston, and helping out too today, packing up boxes for comrades.
Whenever I was over there, it was a great thing to see some stuff from home like this, and I always wanted to give back, you know, because everyone says, oh, you've done enough for your country, and it's really not, because there's so much, you know, so much still that needs to be done, and it's just, anytime I get a chance to help out, I try.
What was the one thing when you were over there that you really appreciated getting from here?
Big jerky.
Costs a lot of money to run the operation. Postage is the biggest expense. That ran over 50 grand a year ago. Military Moms and Wives looks for donations. If you want to help out, log on to our website, 39online.com, and go to the click button.
39 Steve Mark spoke with Green today. Steve, how's he handling all of this?
It's a new life for this man, absolutely. Michael Green spent 27 years in jail for a crime he did not commit. Released from jail July 30th, was not officially declared a free man until today. Relative to the 27-year wait, another 2.5 months wasn't difficult, though it did provide relief and a new lease on life.
What we've been waiting on. I was so happy I almost started crying.
Can't blame you.
It's been a long haul.
Green released from jail in July after 27 years in prison. Originally convicted of rape in 1983, freed after DNA evidence found Green innocent. Today, the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals made the innocence official.
Court of Criminal Appeals, which is the highest criminal court in Texas, put their stamp of approval on the suggestion that he's innocent.
Since his release, Green has been working as a researcher for his attorney, Bob Wyckoff, a job Green had over 2.5 decades to prepare for.
27 years I was locked up. That's all I used to do is study law.
Well, you're putting that to good use now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
I love the law. Man upstairs locked me up for a reason. And in doing that, and the time that I'm spending there, it's to make me a better person.
Green has had a lot of catching up to do. Learning computer skills is tops on the list now after mastering the cell phone.
Yeah, that's the one major thing right there. I stay on my cell phone.
All the time?
All the time.
Green is on his cell phone a lot. The man who spent 27 years in jail could collect upwards of $2 million in a settlement with the state. $2 million for 27 years of confinement. I'm Steve Mark, 39 News. Well, you heard a lot of enthusiastic people here, and you hear the music blaring, but I must tell you, it's been about an hour since the first word went out that Bill White would be coming to the podium here at the Hilton, and there were a lot of sullen faces at that time, and actually people started coming into this hotel ballroom about 7:15, 7:30 or so, and most of them were very reserved. They knew the numbers. They knew that Bill White in Harris County had closed the gap from 52 to 46%, but not nearly enough, and that gap skyrocketed shortly thereafter when some of the statewide numbers started to come in, and a lot of people coming into the Hilton just were resigned to the fact that this race was over, and many of them told us, well, maybe this will be a springboard for Bill White to do something else and maybe another race in the future. And I must tell you, as we're at about 10 after 9 right now, as late as about 40 minutes ago, when people were anticipating that Bill White would take the stage and concede, a lot of people were and still are streaming to the Hilton, not knowing the numbers involved and hoping there would be some sort of a victory speech. Far from it tonight, as the former mayor of Houston, as you just saw, has conceded the race to Rick Perry. We're live at the Hilton downtown. I'm Steve Mark. Thanks so much for joining us on this Black Friday. Stick around for a special edition of 39 News. The ultimate holiday getaway is up next, and we'll join you again tonight at 9.